it's just started raining right when it starts to. Oh, we might have to look me over to the schoolhouse. This is definitely a replay crew. Hit the comments, replay crew. Am I up? Can you hear me? Oh, I got my food. Can you hear me now? Ooh, ooh. What's up, Jane, Big Lou, Billy, Nancy, Ninja Puppy, Yvonne, Justin, Eddie? I just started, of course, to start sprinkle. We might have to book it over to the schoolhouse. We might have to book it over to the schoolhouse. You guys ever drink these Arnold Palmer things? Good. I guess I got it. Turn it off. What's up, Karen? It's Karen's Books. Kelly, Big Lou, John, Melina, Lucy Lou, Gail, Ellen, Doreen, Karen. Hope all is well. What's up, Adam? Hope all is well. Hopefully the rain will stop. It's raining on my computer. All right, we're just going to do this real quick. Stand by. That way I can see you guys. Y'all could be out of it. What's up, Robin? Lurking Mio with. Remind said, what's up, the mind of a doomed human? Deborah Williams. Good day, Amber and fam. Carla, Nicola. Tell you what, man. Josh, really just say book it to the schoolhouse. Yep, well, I might have to. Well, it's just like barely sprinkling, but if it starts raining hard, we're going to go for a drive. I kind of put you guys in the truck. Good morning from Australia. So, yeah. What is going on? Where are we at? 108 people in here? Stop work. Yeah, that order's right here. The stop work order, I got it right here. And you guys won't believe. Yeah, I went to town hall today. Open truck door. That's right. Stop rain. I know. Needs to stop. It's just barely sprinkling. 3.0 in California, right? Oh no, I'm still waiting to talk to people about 3.0. So, yeah, it was a bizarre. I'll tell you, I mean, I could have amped up this live and did like one of those thumbnails, and I just wanted to get on there and just hang out with my fans and viewers and people who support me, because there's obviously people who don't, and yeah, you guys are gonna be interested to find out what has happened, what has transpired in the past hour here in Otter Creek. I'm trying to get in the way. That'd be sweet. It's starting to stop now. There's the boat. Did y'all see the boat? No. Still got a little rain. Thumbs up, everyone. Is anyone even at town hall? Yes, believe it or not, there was 2 individuals at town hall when I showed up. I guess you can't bet who it was. Oh man, whoa. Sorry about that, everybody. You're just along for the ride today. That's all. I'll talk about it here in a minute. We'll get some people on here. I'm sure we'll let some more people jump on. Again, I don't have anything planned on this channel. You know, again, it's just kind of random. So I hope everybody has their all notifications. And if you watch the replay crew, I appreciate you jumping on and watching afterwards. But yeah, yeah. I'm just blown back again. Trying to give y'all a better backdrop. All right, let's put you back out here. Stop them up, it seems like. So y'all can see the tube town. See, I got the fence done over there. If you didn't see the video, well, Willis did. I'm liking it. Oh, so the video tomorrow will be very, very interesting. I promise you that. Whoa. I seen somebody sent a couple people sent some articles. I was reading through about Otter Creek and different things that are going on. Yeah, but they're supposed to be I guess at the next town meeting, which I will be there. I will be YouTubing at the town meeting. I will be there live. I tried to get it put on the agenda today. And we'll talk about it, but I did try to get put on the agenda today. A couple things today, actually. Love from Norway, back at you. Oh, you guys just get ready for even more of a twist. You guys aren't gonna believe it. Like I can't make this stuff up. I don't even know. I literally, you cannot make this stuff up. And so many people out there think that we do, and it's all, that's what we do it for. Wow. Good evening, Deborah. Crystal, hope you're having a good day as well. What's up, Adventures Mike? I seen you up there. Yeah, so I went to Schoolhouse this morning. You'll see in tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video, I got to Schoolhouse. I started doing some of everybody's favorite, and you'll get to see that. But then then I had to get over to town hall, and so tomorrow's video is gonna be very interesting. You know, it's a shame, to be honest with you. It's literally and I'm not even, I was gonna call Jeremy. I gotta talk to Jeremy. I ain't talked to Jeremy about what's going on, because I'm really just like amazed at this. But I went ahead and started live, trying to keep it close to 12 as possible, because I am like, well, now definitely with I have a video for tomorrow. I'll have to do a little bit more, so I could probably do that. I'll get back over at Otis and get this place all cleaned up and all done here, looking good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set up the badminton game and the frisbee toss. And again, it's my YouTube playground, my party pad, my YouTube party pad. So no, you guys, again, you guys will see. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Here's I'm gonna give you guys. I'll wait till we get to 200 people. We'll wait till we're at 200. We got 20 more. Actually, we're almost to 33,000 subscribers. Oh no, that's Willis. Darn it. We're almost to 14,300 on this channel, I think. But yeah, Willis, I'm pumped for him. He's got like maybe 30 more to go to get that next 1,000 mark. No, he won't be. Jeremy won't be surprised. I'm just. I am. I'm trying to think about what I got to say before I say it. I know what I got to say. I'm just dragging you on. It's called stretch. Back in my announcing days, and I'd be out there in front of 70,000 people. You got your little earpiece in, and they're running all the boards, and they're running commercials, and they're like, you have the interviews and stuff, and it's like they'll be like, stretch it, because they need more time to get the next stuff, or they're having problems, or they'll be like, wrap it, and you just have to, all right, well, thanks, great job, appreciate it, everybody, one more time, give it up for Grave Digger, blah blah blah, So we ask how stupid can you get, and they take it as a challenge. I don't know. I've been trying to be nice. I've just been trying to figure out, that yes, obviously plans have changed, but you guys are not going to believe. You guys are just not going to, where are we at? Have we hit 200 yet? 215. Okay, 215 up there. So I did record when I went to town hall, just so everybody knows, because I needed to have basically accountability. Now, I didn't record, and you guys will all see and hear everything in the video tomorrow. I'm just totally blown away by what transpired. The new town clerk seemed like, intelligent lady. Her name is Sean. She said, I think she said just call her Sean, I believe, because Zim was trying to get the window open for about 3 or 4 minutes or so, a couple minutes there. It hadn't been open in a while, I guess. I was stuck, so he was trying to open it up, and so we kind of talked through the glass, and then ultimately it wasn't opened up, so I went around to the door because again, I'm not going into the office there, and then at that point in time, then Zim was able to get the window open, and then the conversations began. Yeah. Well, again, it's so confusing. It is so confusing because there is no clear direction. And like I said, so you're going to have to put your earphones in tomorrow. Just be aware that he's on the other side. You don't hear him very well, but you can actually on my phone you can hear it all. But so you'll have to pay attention, put your closed captions on. But it's truly disappointing as to what had happened. So. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, Madam Mayor and Brett. Yeah, absolutely. I talked to them. That's cool. Do a wheelie. I mean, cool. We combine a wheelie. Beep, beep, beep. Even though you're not supposed to, that's illegal. Don't do that. I do not condone that or encourage that. Um, Vince is Mikey. I don't, man. It's tough for me. I wish I did. I really do, but I don't. But to, everybody knows, man. Like I literally tried staying out of all this. I don't want any of this. Well, obviously, with the people down there, like it's pretty obvious there. I don't even care about that. But what I care about now is this. You know what I mean? This place that has been created that people from all over the world come to. The most recent visitors from Dayton, Ohio. And it's probably the one thing that brings people to Otter Creek other than coming to see the schoolhouse or the ranch. Literally, I'm not sure why other people would come here, but maybe to move here or just go through here to get to Cedar Key. But ultimately, this is what I care about. I'm not watching chat right now, everybody. But, it just seems like there's this roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. And literally all I'm trying to do now is now that I can't, it kind of worked out my best interest, in my opinion. I can't be commercial. So you know what? I can't be commercial. It's so big deal. So what? You know what I mean? I'll just open it up to, I can't, sell stuff on it. Can't be like a commercial property, but I can still have Tube Town. I can still invite people onto the property to play games with me because this is property that I lease and I have control and I have insurance on. So therefore I can do that. That's the whole idea of Tube Town. Well, Tube Town was the idea was they can come by, but 2.0, you know what I mean? It's like I told Zim, I'm going to continue. I'm just going to, now that I can't make it commercial, I'm just going to keep it my YouTube playground. You know what I mean? So that's basically what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't, that's what I don't get. You know, I mean, it's not the first time stuff like this has happened to me. Um, I can deal with it. I got nothing but content to create, right? So that's basically what I'm doing in my life. That's what's called what you doing, Willis. What you doing, Willis? Well, I went to town hall today. Well, no, I'm the mayor right now. Well, I'm talking for both of us. I'm just in my zone. It's like it's just it's like why I don't get it. No, well, no, it's basically it's just gonna be private property that I'm gonna hang out on, and I'll just make my YouTube videos, and it's basically the same thing as before, except it won't be able to. See that golf cart? Like one of those old Roger Rabbit cars. It's really gonna be no different. The difference is instead of having a hot dog stand here, I'm gonna just grill hot dogs and give them out. Put free hot dogs. Stop by, hang out. Have signs that say, if you entering these premises, you are subject to being YouTube. However, everybody does know that if you don't want to be YouTubed or you don't want to be filmed, I won't film you. Unless you are a county. Now, get me wrong here. If you're a public servant in a public building in a public office, you are allowed. You have no right to not be recorded. Correct? Right? Isn't that correct? Like you have a right. You should know as a public servant, you are being recorded. You can be recorded, and there's nothing they can do about it, right? If you're a public servant in a public office, serving your public duties. I mean, I get it. If you're on your private land, you have rights. I'm sure, like me, I have rights here on this private land that I lease. I have rights here, and I get it. If you are a person of the public and you're on your private land, you have the right to be like, hey, I'm not in public office right now. I don't speak on anything in the public, right? I don't, that's the way I would respect that. But when you're a public servant and you're in the public town hall and you're in the public office, well then, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to read the chats and kind of catch up everybody. Oh, I want to. No, so now thinking about this, wait till I build my cool sign in my tree, my big tree fort. I've been talking about a tree fort, but this. Yes, you are correct. Yes, yeah, no, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. However, though, what happens if is it or if you are? How do I word this? What happens if you refused? Right? What if you refused to do your public duties and as a public servant in the public building at the public town hall, you refuse to be cooperative and discuss things. For those of you just jumping on, I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. It's my Tubetown hour getting some Tubetown watch hours in. I'm gonna try and do some more random lives on this channel just because I really like this channel. This channel didn't even pay the water bill last month, but like I gotta start doing some more stuff on this channel. But what's up, Alex? Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow's video, I can feel never my eyes can see. Yeah, right. Well, see, you know what? I was respectful. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this all right now, and you're gonna hear the whole entire conversation. You're gonna hear everything how it went down. But I was respectful. I know the new town clerk's in there. I wasn't trying to go in there with cameras all up in their face and yada 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 this and that. You know what I mean? I did film myself, and so which I had every right to do in the public building, obviously. But I wasn't. Again, I'm not. I don't even know if she knows what she's even walking into with everything that goes on here around here. Maybe she does, maybe she don't. I don't know. I don't know. It's not my business, right? But yeah. Well, that's just it. Well, I asked. Um, yeah, I can run. She said I don't know. Somebody they're asking about running for office or council. I can't. I don't live in the city of Otter Creek. Now there is a variance to rebuild on this property. There is if I'm not mistaken, everything's. Well, I mean, I know. Maybe I should build a house on here. Maybe I should just build a little cottage here at my Tube Town playground. Well, again, like I said, I was just trying to be respectful. I just having a camera in my hand was just filming myself, and you guys will see. You guys are going to get to see the entire interaction, what went down, what was said, how I'm still like confused as to what to do, because now all of a sudden it's like it was like, oh, you keep changing up, you keep changing up. Well, yeah, I changed it up because there's not enough room to put the driveway here. Oh, well, no, I was told that I could go back to DOT because I only went to the county, right? Well, that's state regulations. What? My mic is breaking up. Sorry. It shouldn't be. Hello. Put one in the chat if the mic is good. One in the chat if the mic is good. It took a tumble today. I think I cracked my screen finder. One is good, one is good, one is good. Okay, cool. Good, good. All right. So you're going to find out in the conversation tomorrow on the video that now it's basically, no, I can go to DOT and I can get it. I'll have to bring the driveway in off of 24 as a commercial driveway off of 24. Like now it's like the mayor's telling me I can do it. You can do that. You can go there, right? I can do it. Well, you guys do remember, and I said you can't. There's the power poles, the power boxes, the power lines. There's still not even enough radius here. Okay, for example, right there, right? You see that right there? That's the bottom of that, right? You have 10, 20, maybe 35 feet to the property line there. Now remember this. Now he's telling me I can do it. I can go to DOT and I can do it. Not until I said, hey, look, dude, no, I'm not going that route no more. You know, I'm not going that route. You know, I'm doing it this way. But you still have to be a certain amount of foot away from the private property over there, the residential property, right? So if that puts you, say, 25 feet from the private property, you think they're going to come in and take down these poles and redo all the, look, I'll show you. Here, let's go for a walk real quick. I got to bring my computer so you guys stay hooked up. So this is what's so like, oh, you can do it. You can do it. You only went to the county. Again, I'm being a little exaggerant there, everybody, just so you know. You guys will hear the conversation tomorrow. But you see all this right here behind me? The power box, the power pole, these things. And so right here, okay, I'm gonna paste it off. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 times 3 is 45 feet. All right, well, now we're at the whoa, about fell. See the property marker down there? Now, if we're at 45 feet and you got to be, let's go 25 feet off. Oh, Ron's not home. Let's go 25 feet off, okay? You can't. You just can't. Like, so, was he trying to force my hand into having to pay to have all this stuff redone and removed? Like, you guys gonna help me out a lot tomorrow on what's going on, because once again, I'm so just like confused. Yeah, they're trying to get some stuff posted up there, the ordinance and stuff, but you know, I think you have to, you know, the ordinance they have to be like all dated and official and voted on, right? Ain't that the truth? But Travis. Oh, thank goodness, Christine. Yeah, because that could be horrible. People die of trees falling on them. I met a guy at a show. We were doing autographs for his kids, and he for my dirt bike show, a tree had fallen on him, paralyzed him. Man, it's like such a bummer. But I mean, he was on a job. But what's up, Valor? Forgotten Black Sheep. What is up? I haven't seen you here before, have I? Or did you change your name up? Well, you know what I want? This is what I want. Check out that boat. They got some cool boats they go out crabbing on. What I want is to have this lot for myself and my friends that have an RV that, hey, you want to come stay in Otter Creek and see how bizarre it is or hang out? You pull on in, plug in, boondock, you know what I mean? Like, and I'll have my Tube Town RV park right across the street. It won't really be an RV park, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? It's like, but I'm just like, I'm so puzzled. Actually, no, I haven't, dude. Actually, I had a guy call me about a show, wanting to put on some shows. Actually, I've been doing a pretty successful lawyer in Savannah. He wants to do some stuff in Jacksonville, Savannah, and Augusta. So, yeah, I don't know what, again, all I was trying to do is just get this power turned on, for crying out loud. And now it's, now it's become, now, yeah, we have 422 people on here. That's rad. And I didn't even pull the old thumbnail thing, you know, but, what's up, Ancient Drummer? But like, why? So, I'm trying to want to like build it up for tomorrow's video. So, you know, cause this is my drama. This is the drama that I have going on Otter Creek. I have nothing to do with what the hell is drama and all that. Me and what the hell's our friends, but that's, again, everybody knows that's all them. I smile and wave at everybody. And you'll even see, like, I even told Zim at the point in the conversation, I'm like, man, I was like, I'm not trying to rub you raw. Like, what have I ever done to you? Like, what? I'm seriously like, and you guys will see the whole, you guys are going to hear me. Like I mentioned, you're going to have to turn up your volume, get in a quiet spot, but you can definitely make out what Zim's saying. Put your closed captions on. And you guys help me understand maybe the next process. Because I asked to be put on the agenda, the town clerk started doing it, but then he says I had to do something else. So I don't know. Maybe I have to go back tomorrow and see if I got put on the agenda or not. Because if my understanding is correct, and I could be wrong in this, everybody could be wrong in this. Again, I'm just the mayor of Tubetown, you know. But from what I understand, you can't talk about nothing at the 3 minutes in a meeting unless it's something on the agenda that was being talked about, right? So I can't go there and talk to the board members, which I asked. I said, I looked at the clerk, and I was like, ma'am, I was like, I would like to go on the agenda to speak to the board members of this town, not the mayor's town. I want to speak to the people who have the voice in the town. You know what I mean? Not just one individual. I want to speak to the board. But evidently, I don't know. I'm gonna go back in tomorrow and just to make sure I was put on the agenda because you know I can be put on the agenda, right? Because I want to talk to them. Okay, board members, what do I need to do now? Do you guys want to help guide me into this process? You know, because I certainly didn't get no extra direction in there. So, right, exactly. Having you guys, oh, make a small dirt bike oval, yeah. Just practice starts all day long. But excuse me. Thing about it is, I'm not trying to bother Susie and Miss T's not there right now, or Ron. Ron's at work. Captain Dan, you know what I mean? I'm not, that's why my generator's going out there. Can you see it right there? I'm gonna chain it to that tree right there. Yeah, it's where are we at? We 400 people in here. Wow. Yeah, I will definitely be at the next town meeting. It will definitely be. I will definitely be there. But I again, I want to make sure I can talk about this. I don't want to be like, oh, here's your 3 minutes, but you can't talk about to the board about this. So that's all I want to do. I want to go back and, you know, let the board vote on it. You know, and I think they got to vote in 2 people. So now how does that work? Are they going to vote in 2 people before the meeting starts? They're going to vote in at the meeting. Is the board going to be a full board, or is it just going to be the 3 members they currently got when I go to this meeting? Like, how is that supposed to work? Yeah, that's what I thought, Sam Billy. I don't think why they should tell you can't comment on anything. You got 3 minutes. Talk about what you want in the town. Oh, I got this problem over here. It's pothole over there. You know, whatever. That's right, Joe. Sam wants to put a hot dog, coffee, truck, RV in his RV campground. I don't care. I don't care what he does. All I want, Cecilia. I know I got all you guys out there, even the drama llamas that keep watching and laugh and whatever they do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep chugging forward, and yeah, I hope the Hudson sisters do apply. I hope some of the so last time. So here's the breakdown, folks. And I don't know how it's gonna work, but if they got to vote on 2 members, people put their letters of interest in. The only 2 people there that were last time was Don and Stewart. That's his name, right? Stewart. That's not like a. I'm not like that's not one of those nicknames, but so obviously I'm pretty much guessing they'll be back putting their letters of interest in. I'm not sure how it all works out, to be honest with you. Yeah, why does the building inspector have to talk to the mayor? I don't know, but that's what he said in the text that I got. Now, there are some things they're doing out in Cedar Key for the emergency management, the executive order, and all that stuff. And I get that, but that would turn like RV power poles on and stuff like that. But again, I just want to ask the board, hey, I had this piece of vacant land or zone residential, but that's the thing. Maybe we could just build a little house here. I don't know. In my opinion, shouldn't have. I agree. You need to get minutes in the last two town meetings. Skipper, you need to get into. You know, dude, that's the thing, dude. Skipper's like, I'm not about that. I'm not about trying to do all that. I'm not about trying to freaking, yes, I might have a legal stance to stand on. I might have it, all that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not trying to go that direction. I don't want to be, having to deal with all that stuff. I'm just trying to get the darn RB power pole turned on right beside the other one that used to be there. That's it. That's it. Like, that's all I was trying to do. And of course, first I was thinking it was a commercial. I was going to go that route and kind of find out I can't. And now he's saying, yes, I can. Yes, I can. You have to do this. Well, dude, it's not for you to decide. If I change my mind, it's my decision, not yours. Right? I keep changing my mind, but yet there was like 5 different processes I had to go through to get to the building permit or the building consultant to get that approved for the open air market. So who's changing what? Like, that's the thing that gets me. Tries like pinning on me like I'm the guy who keeps changing things up. Well, I change things up because of the fact that, well, the city has this zone as commercial from what I understood, but the avenue going commercial, I decided not to. Like I told them, I'm going to keep it my YouTube playground. It's my YouTube party pad, and that's what I'm going to do. And so, I might just reach out to a solar company and just go that direction, just so I have it and I am worry about it. And same thing. Next thing you know, the neighbor's permit, kind of as I figured. I can't read all that that's going in, people. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Well, because right now, so the neighbor went to the electric company. Oh, I need to go to live chat. Darn it. Sorry about that last time. I was in live chat top chat the whole time. All right, I'm getting back to live chat now. My bad, everybody. But the neighbor, Ron, his power still isn't hooked up. Evidently, now all of a sudden, his permit wasn't done right either. Which I'm gonna actually, when I see him, I'll just see if he wanted to borrow my generator. Because I seen him yesterday carrying a little bitty generator up. But evidently, now the permits have to be all done over again or something. I don't know, but you'll find out in the video. Like I said, well, I mentioned it, but then that's his business, not mine. So, city manager, yeah, and that's what I said. That's why I looked at the clerk. I said, she's the one who does this, not you, Zim. He's sitting right there again. I guess it's Zim telling the clerk what to do. Sure. Do I understand? Yes. A new clerk coming in, not gonna really know everything. My opinion, they should, the set hours the clerk is there right now, either one or the other or both of the other council members should be there, at least one. That way they can all know what's going on, because it isn't just the mayor telling the clerk what to do, because then it's like, well, then it's the mayor telling the clerk what to do. So yeah, Chris, for sure. But that's you guys are gonna get to hear the whole entire conversation, man. And so I'm gonna, when we get to the end of this chat, if we're at 500 people, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. That way you guys are gonna be like, what are you, that happened? It literally happened, and it's on tape. Okay, and it's on tape. So and you'll see my attitude, you'll see my persona, you'll see everything that I do, how I was, just like I am. I'm not out to start anything with anybody. I'm not out to pick on anybody, pointing fingers at anybody. Not my business. You want to do whatever you do, that's you. That's on you. But when you start trying to mess with what I got going on, and I'm trying to do it the right way, that's kind of not cool. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to do things, and now things change up. So what? You're gonna tell me that oh well, now you can get it from DOT. Well, I'm okay. I tell you what, if he thinks that's the case, then go ahead and pay for the DOT to go ahead and put it in here and figure it out, because they can't. I went and saw the state guidelines. I got a screenshot of them on my phone. You went to the county, yeah, and he showed me the state guidelines. So whomever's out there watching, because I know there's gonna be some out there watching. Yeah. Like I said, you guys will see. I could have easily. I thought I was going to, but I didn't. I was going to set the tripod up and film, but again, I wasn't trying to put the new town clerk in some kind of awkward position, which I think she got into an awkward position because of what transpired there, literally. And you're going to find out what happened at the end of this live. So everybody better, all you drama llamas out there, you better tell the other drama llamas, jump on, give me some watch hours. And that way you guys have something to talk about and give you guys some content. State laws always win over town laws. Exactly. Well, Remember the ordinance, right? Remember the inspector told me that it was an ordinance of the town, right? So I was requesting that ordinance as well. And the response to what happened is going to totally shock you all. Like, I'm going to be like, all like, what do you call it? Like exaggerate, right? It will blow your mind. To the, I was calling for red. And like Zim has the love. Yeah, that's been told. That's been mentioned before. But you know, again, I had the lease to own it, so he can't do nothing about it. It's mine. Oops. Simply me, Connie. I'm trying not to go. I'm trying. Okay. I hit something. I said erase the message, but I wasn't trying to erase the message. I was trying to get the one thing away. Yeah, it's all good. All right, you know, I'm like, I'm blown away. Just made Iowa 73, right on Iowa 73. Well, we're going for, you're going to find out. I went to town hall today. Yeah, well, you know, honestly, you know, you can't just pick on just this town. I'm going to grab a drink. There's corruption everywhere. All the towns, all the governments. You know what I mean? This is what it is. The thing that I have a problem with is just people being evil. You know what I mean? Like, people are just, okay, everybody just so you know, that's the neighbor over there. He's calling for red, the dog you saw in yesterday's video, Wilson's video. So, no, we're not over there. I believe that, Connie, for sure. You know, I believe 100%. I just, you know, I just like, why people are just so evil and like this, all this, like, I'm hearing all these things that people just like going after everybody. It's like, what the heck is going on? Like, don't you have some better stuff to do with your lives? Like, I really don't understand. You know, like I told Zim, man, I said, I was like, dude, I don't know what I did. And he can't say nothing. He just wants to tell me what I can or can't. There goes Captain Dan. What I can and can't do. And I'm just trying to I'm just trying to figure out how to get the next process started, right? So, and ultimately you're going to find out what happened at the end of this and trying to get that ordinance and what happened there. Because I know who hung it up. I saw the video footage on top. And I asked him who hung it up. And I'll tell you what he said too. You guys are going to hear it all in tomorrow's video for sure. He just doesn't want to. You know, again, everybody be nice. Again, like I said, like I even told, I'm not picking on him. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just trying to get some guidance here. Yeah, so I'm, you know, some people, you know, mistake my intelligence, but you know, hey, that's cool with me. You know, if you want to think I'm a big bozo, that's fine, because a lot of times I am a big bozo. When it comes time to get serious, like I know how to get serious, and trust me, I have all the means and people behind me, and it's not the what the hell's team. So you know, keep in mind, people, there's always aces in the pocket. So spill it. She says 500. Spill the tea. I did say 500, right? But I said by the end of the chat, we're getting close. Do you have to go right now? That's right, Valor. Well, that's the thing. Well, again, I even asked him. I said, "Stop working. What am I stop working on?" And I brought the paper in there. I'm like, "What am I?" I said, "What's up, Mr. May? What am I What am I got to stop working on? Stop mowing the grass? Stop making it look nicer? So across from your RV park, it looks good. And now there's games over there. You know, I still, if any of his guests want to come over and I'm here, you want to play some horseshoe? I'm getting a horseshoe pick going, the badminton game, like literally, like it's gonna be fun, and it's my private playground that I have control. Oh, Lori, get the 10 two-town memberships. It's gonna be Crystal, Gail, Amber, Megan, Gail again. Skipper gets one, Chris gets one. Wise Oracle, I can't read. Miss Lady, Troy, Suzette, Gail, Like another Gale. Well, thank you, thank you. You are absolutely a rock star there, Lori. I appreciate you. That's again, I gotta do more lives because you guys gift the memberships. That all helps. I'm here to fight the good fight. I'm here to help the town. Like if those people over there want to help clean that building, darn well, like that building right there. Like I don't know if they like us or not. JD or DJ lives over there, but I don't know if they friend or foe. That's the thing around here. It's hard for me and Jeremy, I'm sure, I guess as well, more so Jeremy, but to know friend from foe. Some people like us, some people don't. I don't know who's who doesn't like me, who does like me. But oh Lori, man, Lori, $50 super chat with lunch with a wife, man. We're just gonna give you a big hug, Lori. That's all. Just give you a big old hug. Wow, that exceeds most of my super chats I've had in like a long time altogether. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. But like I was saying, if those people want to help me clean up over there, again, my YouTube channel is what I'm doing. I'm helping people. What you doing with? Well, if they need help clean up, I'd be more than happy to help clean it up. Anybody. That's what I really enjoy serving other people and helping them and get things done. Valor, welcome to letter one. Appreciate you, my man. I just, as everybody has their own beliefs and everything, but I just follow different motivational speakers and different people and different philosophies and different things that I enlighten myself with, and just now how do you say it? People are like, oh well, you have that old truck and you still have I still have debt and all that. Well, you're right, because I do. You know what I mean? Like I'm not at that point, but I feel good about helping people. You know what I mean? I'd rather like, for example, the YouTube revenue last month, the jobs have been made, it's all been done. Like I missed that one day, and trust me, I felt it. I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? But I was hanging out with family, so that was more important to me than the money. I know I'll get there one day. I know I'll get there where I'll have those good $20,000-$30,000 weeks. You know what I mean? I don't know who has them. I know there's people out there to do it. I'm gonna be one of them one day. But that's where, like before, like if I had like a legit social media manager who like did all this stuff where they did like, and I had a couple people offer, but did like the TikTok thing, put everything out and all across all the boards. I mean, I get a lot more followers. I probably would, but at the same time, I'm kind of organic. And I kind of do things a lot by myself. It's weird. I don't know. What's up, Ma Barker? But yeah, so it's definitely 554 people in there. Tony 2A with a $50 super chat. Tony, man, appreciate you, dude. Big old hug to you. But so yeah, we'll probably go in this chat for a little bit longer. But I will go ahead and start talking about it now, because I know I did say past 500, and I did that before and I kept talking. But and I'm going to save a few things for the video as well. But again, I don't know if she put me on the agenda or not, because I asked to be put on the agenda to talk to the board about finding out what I need to do to get permission for them to say, yes, I'm allowed to have this RV power pole activated to where I can bring my RV here during the summertime, different times, a week or two here, a week or two there, but so exactly why don't they complain about, again, that's everybody else. That's why I did tell the inspector. I was like, dude, just so you know, I'm not going to be singled out. I'm not going to be singled out as far as like, so here's how it works. So evidently, quote unquote, Bill approved this, or not Bill, Joseph, the building inspector. He approved this for the city to put it up. Now, if there's anybody other than Richard, the city official, who put it up, then I don't think that's legit. But I don't know if it is or isn't. But will do, Linda, absolutely. But we have cameras. Ubering to the airport, San Francisco, Florida. Here I come. Right on, Jess. We'll be here. Well, I tell you what. But yeah, so ultimately, so I know some people just jumping on. I went to town hall today. I did film it all. I didn't film the new town clerk. Yeah, I wasn't going in there with the cameras ablazing. I was trying to respect the office. That's why I didn't even go into the office. The window was closed. I go to the window. I was like, I'll stand out here, because the mayor was in the office with the clerk, which I kind of figured as much. And so, which I'm not sure how much he's able to get done today because he stayed there all day, probably waiting on me. But guess what? I'll be going back tomorrow. So if anybody wants to let him know, he can run back and forth or whatever. But I just need to make sure I got put on that agenda. But because that way we can talk about. So basically, here's how it is. There's several things I went to town hall for. One, I want to be put on the agenda to talk about the RV power pole. And from my understanding, you can't talk about nothing in your 3 minutes. You can't talk about nothing up there unless it was on the agenda, right? So I can't give my 3 minutes to, hey, can I do this? Because it's not on the agenda. So I need to be put on the agenda. Yes. Did things change up? Did I want to start a commercial business here? Did I want to have a little food truck lot? Yes, I absolutely did. 1,000%. Guess what? Unfortunately, it couldn't happen. I'm still going to continue my tube town and my playground. It's going to be my tube town party pad that I can invite all my friends to, and my friends are all out there on this YouTube device here, this computer thing. But there's a couple things. I can tell you because you guys are going to watch the video anyway. But remember, you're going to have to listen because he doesn't talk very loud. He's on the other side of the window there. But I did watch on my phone. I cupped around. You can hear everything and do the closed captions. But so now there's another process that I have to do to, I guess, submit to them, right? To be able to do this. I'm like, well, what process is there? I'm trying to understand. There's still no clarification on it, right? So I'm like, okay, well then I need to be. That's why I want to be put on the agenda. And but now he's saying like, oh no, you can get it. You could. Why can't you just stay commercial? Well, because I don't want to no more. That's why. Because I chose not to. Because do I want to go through it? Because I even said, I could probably do, like I said before, you could probably do the survey and extra variances down here and all that. It'd be so close, but you know what's going to happen? Is Miss T's going to probably go against it. Susie's probably going to go against it. Michael's probably going to go against it. And they're all my friends. And I don't blame them if they was going to go against it. So, because you know how when you do a commercial development, you have to have that sign up or to have a hearing, and anybody at town meeting, goes, I'm just a citizen that leases some land in this town that has the YouTube channel, just has fun with it, and people from all over the world come and visit it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and that's where I'm keeping it now. And so now I as a public servant, remember earlier how I asked you as a public servant, don't in a public building, in a public office, and as a member of the public, I'm trying to talk to you. I have the right to record you to have this conversation, right? So I did. I didn't record them, like I said, didn't record the office. I had the camera down, just record myself. And then ultimately, he told me that he wanted to continue the conversation. I had to turn the recording off. Okay, you're not frozen. Yeah, it's all on tape. It's all on tape. So basically, to continue the conversation for what I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm trying to figure out what do I need to do now that I'm not a commercial. I can't do the commercial thing. I'm trying to go this next route. I changed it. Yeah, I changed it again. So what? It's the property that I lease that I can do what I want. So now I have to turn off my recording device to continue conversation. So no, no, I don't think so. And like I said, I was like, dude, I need accountability here. Not to like beat a horse with YouTube and this town and YouTube. Slipknot, put this towards meteor string. I need more meditation. Love you, brother. Right on, Slipknot. Appreciate you. But so it gets better though. There's more, people. There is more. Right? So so now he won't talk to me no more about this process while I'm recording it. Well, for me, I forget a lot of things. I've had a lot of head injuries, man. I rode dirt bikes all my life. I trained in martial arts. I've been knocked out. I had a concussion before I was 10. You know what I mean? I woke up in the bathtub when I was 14 when my mom gave me a bath because I got knocked out at the racetrack and we didn't have the money to go to the hospital. So they just took me home. You know what I mean? So I have trouble at times remembering things. And so therefore recording would be perfect. Hey, well, now I know exactly what I need to go through. So, all right. So that's the one thing, right? Remember, this is all going to come out. You'll see it in tomorrow's video. If you're not following What You're Doing Willis and you're on here, well, then you better go follow What You're Doing Willis. If I have a mod in here, would you throw that link up there, please? But now it gets better, right? So I'm like, obviously, now he won't talk. Now he won't talk to me. Now the conversation will not continue with him if I'm recording, right? So Okay. Well, I said, all right, well then I need the ordinance. If this was the ordinance that was written that I'm violating, I'd like to see that ordinance, right? Because the inspector told me that it was a city ordinance, so I'd like to see it. Nope, no ordinance. Don't give me the ordinance. And then, so, and again, I'm jumping around a little bit. You guys will see the whole video tomorrow. It'll be all uncut from when I walk in till when I walk out. And then I walked back up there, and I wasn't recording. Open door, and I said, "Hey, I want to just be sure to give me a copy of that variance or that ordinance." And he says to me, "You want a copy of that ordinance? You need to call the building inspector. He has it." And like I'm pretty confident that's what he said, but I wasn't recording. So then I hit recording again, and I opened the door and I said, "So I got to call the building inspector to get this ordinance?" That's not what I said. And then guess what he does? I said, "So then you give me the ordinance, right?" I'm asking the mayor of the town in the public town hall in the public office with the new town clerk about this ordinance. What does he do to this member of the public on this land that I lease? Shuts the window that took him 3 minutes to get open. And you'll see that I'm at the door, right? I'm at the door. Now, again, I wasn't recording the first, after I went back, I wasn't recording that. But then when he said that, I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure that's what you said. So then I said, "That's what you said, correct?" And he's like, "I'm not talking to you," or something like that. And then you'll see, I go to walk out, you see the window, you can hear it. You see it and you hear it, the window. He shuts the window. Literally. And you'll see, everybody, trust me, you're going to see exactly how I was when I went in there. I went in there with no hostility. I went in there with no hate. I went in there with no, actually, well, Willis went in there. I didn't go in there. I should have went in there as the mayor, didn't I? Well, I guess maybe I'll go in there as the mayor tomorrow. But yeah, so I don't know if I got put on the agenda. I was not given that clear definition because I was supposed to do something else. Then when I'm trying to get clarification on do that something else, he don't want to discuss it with me if I'm filming. Which I'm not even filming him. I said, "I'm not even filming you. I'm filming me." Well, he don't want to be recorded. And then I can't get a copy of the ordinance I evidently been violating. Does any of this make any sense to any of you out there? Again, I'm just trying to be cool, have fun. Like, I know everybody, I'm sure Lynette and John don't like me, you know what I mean? But hey, that's just guilty by association. I never did none of them. Everybody can say what they want to say, and they can try to hate on me all they want. I don't care. That's you guys. But I don't do nothing but try to help people, man. Help people and just be happy, have fun, spread the joy, positivity, and now it's just being like another roadblock here. And on top of that, Ron's permit was done wrong, evidently. So now, like I told Ron, I said, "Dude, watch out. You're gonna get freaking some sort of pushback, I'll bet you." And evidently he's wrong now. So I wonder if he's gonna have to pay another $300, another $350, because he already paid the $350. Well, that's what I went to do, Ironhead, but they wouldn't. I guess I got to do it in writing. I guess I got to send it in writing. So now again, there's an executive order in place for the emergencies. There's Cedar Key for people to live on the land. And you know what? I might decide to speak with some individuals that I know, few different individuals, investors that I know, and I might decide to go ahead and get that thing activated to go ahead and start the build of a tiny home. They won't win, I promise you. Like I'm trying to do good. I'm trying to have something positive, trying to have fun, and then it's like, and I don't want to say they. I should just say him. You know what I mean? Like I don't get it. And again, you will see in the video how I acted. You'll hear him, and you know darn well he knew I was recording, so he kept his cool. Because I have this on my head, right? So they know I'm recording. Anytime you know a YouTuber's coming in, you pretty much darn well bet that they're recording. But I don't know. Again, but that's where it's like, okay, well, if you're mad because I got this property deed, well, wouldn't you be like, okay, well, you know what, hey, dude, that's great. He told me about that. He's the one who told me the idea about just do a food truck with generators. I was literally gonna bring my generator out today just so I could run it. Because I gotta run the gas out of it. But just so I kind of, all right, let me see what I'm gonna have to go through here with a generator. Like it was his idea to do it that way. And I'm like, well, do you really want a generator running right there with your your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primo spots of your RV park right there. I mean, I don't want to do that to some people staying over there. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to be, like I talked about this before. That guy, I'm definitely not going to do it back there by Ron's house or Miss T's house or Susie's house or Michael's house. I'm going to do it out by the main highway. You know, I need a lawyer. Well, you know what? If there's a lawyer out there, like, I, I don't know if they even want to get into this type of stuff, just because I'm sure they're going to look into more of the stuff that's going on here. And you know, and I heard that the one gentleman that passed away, you know, sending, I don't care whose side you're on or whatever, you know, sending prayers and condolences to their family and their friends. You know, it's, you know, like I said, like I've always said, you know, God has your ticket, and you don't know when it's going to be pulled. So enjoy every day you get, people. That's why, like, I don't get these people that are just hating on everybody. You know, hating on me because I'm friends with Jeremy. It's like, what I do to you? Just because you don't like Jeremy because whatever he did that you didn't like, and you don't like, okay, that to me shows the. I'm sorry, people. I haven't been reading chat. That to me shows you the, I guess, the mentality of that individual. You know, that's just a bitter, mean individual, I think, that has other issues going on. I mean, trust me, we all have issues. I got issues myself, but like, I don't have issues with other people. Again, I don't have issues with them down the street, even though they sued me for crying out loud. I still smile and wave, like, whatever, people. Like, again, I don't get it, but no. Well, see, I like the First Amendment auditors, but there's some of them that push it too far, in my opinion. You know, but then again, to each his own. You know what I mean? People would say I'm pushing it too far or whatever. You know, people are gonna say what they say. Just like Madam Mayor in this video, they were talking about how people, you know, like, oh, why are you talking back about Otter Creek? And then, you know, people talk about, oh, why don't you talk more about Otter Creek? That's just it. You're never going to please everybody. There's always going to be somebody who's unhappy. You know what I mean? And that's the unfortunate in it. But talk to the town. Well, that's another reason why. Again, I don't know how that would work, but I need to be put on the agenda. You know, so I'll be going back tomorrow. Be put on the agenda. I'm not sure why he's so dead set not put me on the agenda or give me the ordinances that he stopped work. And on top of that, what work was I doing that I wasn't allowed to do? You know? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Yeah. Well, the last time I talked to the power company with the commercial property, I had to get a permit from the town, that's what I was going through. You know, that's what I was trying to do. You guys all heard me read through the conversations between Jason and the inspector. And that's all email. That's all town record. You could probably FOIL request it. I even mentioned that to Zim about, well, that's the inspector said that. The inspector's the one who told me that. And I said, do we need a conference call the inspector? Like, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why? You know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Why are you doing this? So, the town attorney before the meeting. Okay. You know, I hope. You know, it's funny because there was somebody in the comments that is from the town, been there for about a year and a half, they said, and they always thought Tube Town was for kids, you know, for like a playground, which is kind of what it is. But I told them, I was like, you know, hey, come by, I'd love to meet you. You know, and I get people that I don't know who they are, but they drive through and they honk and they wave, and you'll see them several times. But you know, and I'm hoping that, you know, they are fans of the town, or, you know, town members are fans. And that's why I encourage everybody out there. There's 656 people watching. If you are in the town of Otter Creek, please, if you have interest in your community, you know, go out there and put your letters of interest in, just like Madam Mayor and them said. You know what I mean? You don't have to be, you know, any type of super. Just have to care about the town. You know what I mean? It's the people of the town that make the choices. The people of the town. The mayor is kind of like the head person, but it's the board members. You know, so that's why they have that quorum. You know, it's like so. But you have to have people that care about the town. You know, my opinion of the guy Don. You know, I don't know enough of that the background stories about all that stuff, but from what I gathered from the get-go when I started watching it before it got too crazy, it always seemed like that guy Don didn't like the guy Russell. Like the guy Don seemed to like was for the town, you know, for like making sure things are done right. And then it started to turn into all that crazy drama. I just, you know, I kind of stayed in Shane's lane. But you know, but he seemed to have interest in the town and for the people. That was my assumption, you know, of the little bit that I knew about it. What do I know? As I mentioned before, I think Laura, you know, she lived here. She grew up here. She was a mayor one time. She cares about the town. That's why, like Madam Mayor said, the Hudson sisters. I think Ellie or her husband, one of them Otter Creek Woodworks. I think maybe Captain Dan was there at one point in time. I don't know. Gales probably don't want to be nothing, you know, and that's the unfortunate thing. There's going to be a lot of people who don't want to do it because They don't want to be involved with the YouTube drama. Well, there really isn't no YouTube drama. The drama is more so just on YouTube. You know what I mean? That's where it's like for example, right now, the drama with Otter Creek Town Hall, and another situation where it's like I get zero guidance, and I'm told that I need to talk to the building inspector for the ordinance. But he said he did not say that. But again, that's, I should have let the camera recording the whole time, but it is what it is. Joanne Marie, Jan Marie, love you, Willis from Easter Pier. Thank you, Jan. Big hugs to Jan. Okay, I haven't read chat. Sorry. Well, they just starting to put some up on the website. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe Sharon. Again, I don't know. That's just the impression I got from those when it first started kind of kicking off the whole thing. But there's some nice properties around there. There's people some nice places, and like why they don't come and get on the board, I don't know. I really don't know. And maybe some people that lived around here had their prior, they didn't like, and I think that's what Madam Mayor said, they didn't like Russ and they didn't like Zim, and so, but that's where it's like, that's why it's we the people. Where's my man Whiskey Jack at? We the people, you the people of the town, Quote Jeremy, do the right thing. Yeah, exactly. That's all I've been trying to do is the right thing, man. I'm just trying to bring like happiness, fun. He advertised on his website the trading post, flea market within walking distance. Well, and a popular open air market with produce and peanuts and fishing poles and kayak rentals. Again, that's all out the door now. So it is what it is. We'll just move forward. And there are some variances and some things that were done in the past with the deedless property that I've known about prior to them. I guess he went back and tried to look them up. But the thing about it is, I already knew about this stuff. And yeah, I was talking to a couple of people, some investor friends of mine. And I just let's take another step, baby. We're at an hour already. Sweet. Well, we're going to go for an hour and 30 minutes, folks, just because I'm going to burn some hours on. It's getting nice out. All I'm going to do is go back and grab Otis, get over here, mow, do some more filming, some more meditations probably. And yeah, feel free. If you want to send some signs for the fence over there, the first one hung up, legend, John Wayne, you know what I mean? Hopefully one day this guy, the mayor of Tubetown, will be a legend. I am getting cutouts, just so everybody knows. This is my YouTube playground. Again, like I said, of course, my party pad. Unfortunately, it's not the commercial business that I once thought and wanted to be, but it's okay. You can still come to Tubetown, people. Shout there 119. Hey, again, I don't know anything all about that. That's where it's like, if I had an attorney might know, but I don't know what to do, to be honest with you. Like, I'm trying not to run a generator right out next to his RV park all day long. Like, yeah, you're right, Tammy. I'd like to think so, Then you got the drama llamas. You're gonna say, "Oh, you did this, you did that," and it's like, just like you can't please everybody. It is what it is. Yeah, I can still have yard sales. Exactly, I could have yard sales. We'll go pay the $2 thing, and then boom, have a yard sale. But I don't know, folks. The bizarreness of Otter Creek. I kind of like it. I think it's funny, but Travis, to get your electric, call power company. $9 for a new connect charge. Are you sure that's right, Crystal? Again, I don't know. I could be able to. I could be like not even having to go to stage. Go to power company and be like, "Yo, can y'all come hook up this, power pole on a?" That's what I did before. It was commercial property, but that's what it's like. You have to get a permit from the city. So, do I still need a permit to get power turned on my property? You probably have I have a lease. It's residential property. The open air market. It was just going to be like basically easy up with tables, produce stand, sell some boiled peanuts. You know what I mean? That's kind of I have like any other vendors. Like, so there's a couple of them like around in Trenton. There's one at the Paw Paws gas station in between Trenton and Newberry, like every Wednesday and every Saturday. like a bunch of people, like probably about 10 or 15 vendors, like flea markets, right? There's people to know they all gather in this one spot. A lot of people know they're there every Wednesday and Sunday so that they'll get business. So that's the idea with this, was trying to make it like that. That's what I was trying to do. So I just looked at the website. No permit. No permit needed to get the art. Okay. It's Central Florida. CFC. Yeah, Central Florida Electric Group. Oh, so the meter has to be permanent. Okay. All right. Otter Creek doesn't have a permitting department, do they? Well, they, I don't know. No. Place sign that says residential property on the fence. Gail, member for 15 months. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate you. Yeah. Hey, man, I'll be giving out free hot dogs. Have my guy Levi here with his lemonade, free lemonade. I mean, we'll take tips. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Donations, you can take that. So, Florida Power and Light Company. Well, that's if I could have done it. If I could have went with the commercial side, Tony. I'm not sure if you've been up to date on everything, but now I'm just gonna have friends over playing games. Bring my RV. Maybe if my friend has an RV, they want to pull over and hook up. Give out free hot dogs. Hey, if somebody drives by and wants to buy one of my used fishing poles that I got out there, used fishing poles, I mean, could the lease owner help? Oh, there's all kinds of people to help. You have to do a land use permit, then you can get power on. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go apply for, I guess I'll go do that. I'll go apply for a land use permit in Otter Creek tomorrow. You know what I mean? I guess I'll do that. Because he did mention something. You guys, when y'all watch the video tomorrow, let me know. Because you guys will hear it and do that closed caption stuff. But let me know. He did mention, well, you have to apply for the permit. Okay, so then hopefully my previous permit a fee will be applied towards the next permit, and I won't have to pay another $50. And I'll still pay the whatever the next fee is if there is one. $20 Gail's for the first batch of hot dogs. Right on, Gail. Big old hug to Gail. I appreciate you, Gail. Thank you so much. We've had 2,000 views on this thing so far, people. That's awesome. Hot dogs instead of free. Yeah. Yeah, you know what it is. It's a similar thing. But, like if Christian comes over or Sammy, Christian, a.k.a. Sammy, or Kenny comes by, like if they want a free hot dog, like Kenny boy, he loves that motorcycle bike, man. He rides that thing all over town. That's surprised I seen him earlier by Town Hall. And he's taking off that way. Surprised I haven't seen Levi yet. I'm gonna definitely go to the trading post before I leave and see what's going on. But yeah, I just want to get on here. I tell you what, you guys just really showed up and showed out on the super chats. But tomorrow's video is definitely going to be interesting. Oh, there's Darlene. Interesting to see what all went on. And you guys can help me better understand. Tell me if I was in the wrong. Let me know if I was the bad guy. So no, I didn't ask for a refund. I'm just gonna go ahead and the Timu crew support the chat. Appreciate you, Susan. I'm just gonna go and ask it to be applied to the land use permit. So I need to get a land use permit to apply for a meter, right, Cappy? And again, I haven't went to Central Florida Electric to find out what they require to get this here. You know what I mean? There is an executive order out there for disaster relief out in Cedar Key. It really doesn't pertain to me in a sense. I'm just asking for permission from the people who run this town, if they don't mind if they give me a permit to put a power pole up. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking to do. What's up, wild woman? Oh, you guys hold on 1 second. I'm gonna leave the microphone here. It's Darlene. All right, I'm back. I'm back. So, that was Darlene. She's taking her daughter to the hospital or to the doctor's and stuff. They're about to be have another grandbaby. So, congratulations. And then everybody send prayers to their daughters. You know, there's not some issues going on. I told her that we'd send prayers to Darlene and her daughter, and the new grandbaby coming. Voted for new mayor, and when was the time? Sam Billy. No, last I knew, I think they resigned. I don't think anybody quit. I think they just resigned, to be honest with you. I don't think, I don't know the exact situation, so I really don't. Used to have power because the old power block. Exactly, I agree. That you can inspect all records and supervisions. Yep, but nosiest generator. $10 super chat towards the new fees that may have fork out for you. Appreciate you, Hazel Monte Eagle. Everybody say bye to Darlene. Darlene and daughter. But yeah, that's the RV park over there. You just asked if that was Zim's RV park. And again, why do I want to bother his guests, man? I'm not trying to bother his guests with a generator chained up to that tree out there. Run it so I can have AC and run my freaking RV. I might do a fan giveaway and do hey, if you're a fan, do some kind of drawing and you want to come stay in Otter Creek in the RV, bring the RV over, plug it in. That was kind of my feeling. And I said that. You'll hear that in the video again. I was like, what's going on, dude? I was like, everything was going good, but then it seemed like you're painting the town black again, I don't get it. I don't really get it. Oh, Mark, hold on. What do we get? $5 super chat, Mark. Appreciate you, Mark. Big ol' high five, Mark. The cost of living this high, ain't no doubt about it. Again, what's funny is he tried to make it out like, oh, you're changing it up. You're coming and doing this. You're coming. Well, yeah, because I learned that I couldn't do that. But he didn't. I started to say it, but we got onto something else. But but you don't remember when I had to do a permit, and then a variance, and then another 4 different types of paperwork that I had to go through before they finally decide, okay, now that can go to the inspector. Okay. He's calling for red. Behind Zim. Yeah, I don't. Again, everybody has their own reason, I'm sure. Exactly. 2.0 block party. We're gonna have one. I guess I'll just wait to find out, what the noise ordinance is. I'll be sure. See, the thing about it is, when I do block parties, I do them right. Andrea Myers, 1999 super chat. Appreciate you, Andrea. Yeah, man, you guys have just gone show it's probably the most I've ever made super chats in my entire YouTube career. I've had some people donate cash out pretty decently before, and to GoFundMe obviously. But all my neighbors will be invited. I'll be inviting Susie, Kenny, Michael, Ron. Miss T ain't here right now. She's up north, and it's gonna be a big old shindig. I'm gonna bring my speakers. I'm gonna have my microphone. We're gonna do karaoke, and man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Maybe I'll do a Tubetown meet and greet. Oh, man. Ever think about that? Don't worry. It'd be just like the track. Before you come on Tubetown, we'll have the waiver for you to sign out. I'll have the waivers. As the sun's getting on the computer, it's hard to see. Let me move it a little bit. Absolutely, Logan. For sure, Tony. I'm surprised I ain't seen you by here, Tony, in a while. Maybe you should burn trash. Yeah. Now, again, I'm not trying to be that way, you know what I mean? I do need to get me a flag for my pole, though. I got to cut that branch down right there. And give me some flags for my flagpole. Yeah, it is. Two-town block party is somewhere, that's right. David D with a $20 super chat. Appreciate you, David. And then Rob backs him up with 5 2-town membership. Who's going to get it? Baby Cornball, Suzanne, your Mary Beth, and Mike. Oh, don't forget about Mark. Yep. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for those gifted memberships there, Rob. And again, David, for that 20. Man, I feel like some of these other channels. I'm waiting for Rob to get home, or Ron to get home, so I can talk to him and find out, well, what exactly was wrong with his permits all of a sudden now. We're going to find out. Right on, Monica. Appreciate it. It's funny, I'm staying on. I'll stay on here a little bit just because of the fact that we're an hour and 60 minutes. I need to back the truck up in the shade some. Hold tight, folks. Hold tight. I'm back. Oh, Kate B, $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Kate B. Hype, hype, hype. Yeah. Yeah. Again, you guys are gonna get to hear the whole conversation. You guys are gonna get to hear the whole conversation. And like I said, in the conversation, I didn't get anything accomplished. I don't know. I'll go back tomorrow to find out if I'm on the ordinance or if I'm on the agenda or not. Cherry Bear don't let everyone stay. That's okay. Some people don't. That's all good. To each his own. And yes, it probably is better to rip the condos down in Cedar Key. You can actually rent my RV, and you can come take it anywhere you want. It's for rent. What's up, David from Wisconsin? Appreciate that super chat, man. Well, it's not necessary. It's just more so just everybody just needs to, the town needs to come together, I think, more as the community. And, obviously, there's long before What the Hells and Jeremy got here and all that stuff happened, there was already the internal. And you could talk to town members who've been living here for a long time. There's always been this going on here. So Jeremy didn't bring none of this drama. Jeremy just exposed it through his channel. So it's always been here. Isn't that his channel? Yeah, it is. That is his park. For sure, Mike. I definitely will. I'll have to do so. Oh, right on, Vicky. Appreciate it. Oh, hold on. Just saying. Gas for the generator, $10 super chat. I'm just saying you're rock and roll. Big hope, just saying. Oh, don't remove the comment. Get up there. Tube Town, baby. Tube Town, baby, baby. That's right, Nancy. And what about Tube Town, baby, baby, baby? Just wait. You guys don't even know what's spinning in my brain right now. You guys see, I got like 4 squirrels running right now. Just bouncing off the sides of my brain and off of each other with this next project that I want to start. But I had to get contact information of the right individuals first. And just wait. Oh my gosh. I gotta try and be like Jeremy. Hold on. It's gonna be huge if it's able to be done. You guys are gonna be like, yes. And then literally this town has tourism because people are going to come by, and it's going to be like a tour, right? Come by, you stop out. So you got even if you come up this way, you got to go by. You got to turn in by the creek, see the creek, take a picture of the creek, drive down, stop by the finger, take a picture of the finger, the vandalized finger, lead the finger, swing down Tube Town 2.0, get some pictures there, play some games or whatever, and then I'm just going to tell you this: you go off into the creek over there. And there's another possibility of another Tube Town, and you guys won't believe. Man, if I'm able to do this, I will be so ecstatic. You guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun. I can tell you the funness of it right now, but I'm not gonna ruin it. I always tell things too soon. I always, spill the beans. Always telling myself, like, but man, if I am able to pull this off, love you back, just saying. That the cable's running to the post behind you. No, Well, no, evidently, Zim said that I could go through DOT because I only went to the county. I went to the county for the state guidelines, which I'm sure the state is the DOT, Department of Transportation. And there's not enough room between those power lines right there, that property marker, to give the boundaries from the resident next door. They're not going to come in and move that power pole and all that stuff. Like, so now it's like, okay, well, no problem, dude. Just, you guys are going to see it. You guys will see it and hear it tomorrow. So what I do here with the water, the RV will be filled up with clean water. And one thing I wanted to do too, like once I got going here with the RV, I was going to bring in one of those big giant, we have them at the track, water containers, and then have water truck come in and fill it up. And then that way I could use that water versus Otter Creek water. Yeah, Val, I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kevin. That's a great idea. You know, kayak rentals, just do a trailer down by the bridge and do kayak rentals. Not a bad idea. But yeah, this is where we're at. We got about 9 minutes left. We'll be at an hour and a half. Man, I tell you what, I don't know where it's at. Yeah, you guys are just awesome. Hey, we got a lot of blue buckets around. What's up, my man? You doing all right? I said, you doing all right? Oh, yeah. Did an awesome job at the ranch the other day. We appreciate that. Sir? You did an awesome job at the ranch the other day. We appreciate that. Feel free anytime you want. Just let me know. I'll go grab gas for the mower. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll probably bring some tomorrow. All right. See you later now, buddy. See you, my man. It's like everybody and like, there's only a few people that seem to have a problem with Tubetown. And if anything, like I said, yes, quit telling so much because you're like me. I get excited. Yeah, no, spill the beans before I can't do like the old anticipation build and all that stuff. But this one I'm going to. Because it's going to be a humdinger. It's going to be like, yeah, you guys are going to be like, man, Travis, you outdid yourself on that one. So, yeah, we will see. I drive over from Oklahoma for a block party. Right on. Well, I might have to do it soon. Get my event insurance, do like a little event insurance, like a little, again, a gathering. I have property insurance, but like, I don't have to look into it. I call the same provider I got my other insurance with. I'm going to have it like a little get together. Yeah, literally. That was my answer. Again, I'm not sure where you're at in the chat, but refresh. Let me do this real quick. Put that in there so that. Jeez. Sounds like that wheel bearing's going out. Hope it stays on. But maybe I will. Maybe we get flipping to 10,000 subscribers and I'm on, dude, like last night, well, no, it's Willis. Never mind. I forgot. I'm on Tubetown. Willis is literally almost to 43,000 subs. Last I checked, he was like 29 away, I think. So he's getting there. I'm trying. I need to start catching up. I mean, you guys have freaking just blown me away with the super chats. And yeah, because actually, yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but man, wow. So there's the electric guy. That's the guy I need to talk to. Yo, what do I need to do here? Well, guess what? Zim can't buy this land because I lease it. Lease to own, buddy. Just because I don't own it now don't mean I won't own it. So. Da-da-da. Here's hoping certain people leave you alone. Yeah, exactly. Oh, battery's getting low. Oh no. Well, that's all right. We're about done, aren't we? That means I got 15% on this. Yeah, I got 5 minutes left. We should be good. Well, I can bring you over here and plug you in. We'll be out the speaker. Stand by, stand by. That way you guys don't just drop. I think you guys just drop. That would not be fun. All right. It sounds gonna get different, just so you know. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear me. Trying to get this propped up a little bit. Oh. All right, you can still hear me. All right, good. I don't know, Simdu. Well, that's another reason why I'm going to be put on the agenda. I got several reasons why I need to be put on the agenda, but I'm not sure why. Levi's doing good, Christine. I'll see him today, but he's doing good. His face is healing. He's all good to go. But I'll be there to ask questions. There ain't no doubt about it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. How can he make a town beautiful by posting tacky decorations all over it? Kevin. It's only tacky to you. Just so everybody knows, Kevin is a friend. That's the thing about this. It's just like I've always said, a Route 66, a roadside attraction, and it's right here in Otter Creek. What's up, Rosella? But it's getting hot. Right on, Danielle. Appreciate you. So yeah, maybe I'll do like some sort of event at some point in time. You know, it'll be when it's a little bit cooler out, though. We'll let everybody know. Maybe I'll put something together, rent some porta potties, have like a little festival right here. No, Shelburne, the sound's not off. I just had to plug the phone in. So the phone had to get plugged in. We're gonna be wrapping this chat up pretty soon. But yeah, man, I tell you what, you guys followed through with a lot of help today in the super chats, man. You guys really did. So I can't thank you enough. I did, Tony. Will you be able to have a big bonfire? Well, everybody else seems to burn stuff around here. I don't see why I couldn't. Yeah, again, I don't know, but don't. Yeah, everybody's on it. Don't forget to subscribe to What You Doing, Willis. If you're not, tomorrow at 6:30, you will see a little WDD meditation with Willis. You'll get some of that, and then at the schoolhouse, and then you'll get to see. You'll basically get to hear the thing. I'll probably like pause it and then jump in and do a clip as to, okay, he said this, now I'm wondering that. You know what I mean? But you'll get to see the entire interaction. So, what's up, Audrey? Yeah, that's right, Gail. I do need to get some more light spikes up. I do need to get some more work done here. But I like it's getting there. Feel free to send some signs, send some flags. You guys want to help decorate the planet's favorite place to make it look as bizarre and as cool and as funky as you can, to where people come by like, what is that? And be like, oh, check it out. They scan the QR code, like, oh, it's a YouTube channel. It's just some goofy man that runs around and plays games with all his viewers. Yep, that's what it is. Showing up. Yeah, back the truck up again. All right, well, we're out 39 seconds left, so I want to say thank you everybody out there who hung out today with me. We got 539 people in there. We had 2,500 people in this chat so far. You guys have just killed it in super chats. I mean, I can't thank you enough. I do appreciate everything everybody contributes and help support this fun cause I have of just trying to make people have fun, enjoy life, and help others. So I'm gonna crank the truck up, get the AC going. But everybody start saying bye in the chat. I do appreciate you all. I'm gonna have to get in here to do this here. Nothing to run over. Oops. Hopefully, I see everybody saying bye. Thanks again. I appreciate you all. Love you all. Love you all. Love you all. And man, just thanks for being a part of my journey, my life. And if you're a hater, I apologize. You don't like me. I'd like to know why. Feel free to email me. Other than that, I wish you all the best of luck. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, morning, or night, depending on where you're at. Because we are planet wide, baby. And I appreciate you guys. With that said, deuces to y'all. Bye. I love you. And we'll see you on the next one.